Hi, David.
Hi, Karat.
How can we modify our own risk attitude or that of others? Can you tell us?
We talked in an earlier question about emotional intelligence and why that's important for risk management. And it has two steps. It's about understanding ourselves and others and about helping to change ourselves and others when it comes to our attitude towards risk. So that's fine as a theory, but how do we do it? How do we actually change our own risk attitudes or help other people to change their risk attitudes? I've worked with a colleague of mine who is an organisational psychologist, and we've done some quite interesting work in this. A lot of the work on emotional intelligence is quite theoretical. It's psychology in that kind of business environment. And my friend and I are both practitioners. We're interested in doing things in practice, in real businesses, in real decision-making situations. And so we wanted to provide a framework that was easy to implement, easy to remember, and that actually worked in practice, not just theory. And we've built a framework which we call applied emotional intelligence, or maybe you might call it emotional literacy, being literate in the ability to use emotional intelligence in practice. And to make it easy to remember, we use 6 steps which all start with the letter A. So we have the 6 A's model. Now, you might remember from the other discussion on emotional intelligence, it all starts with awareness. Being aware of myself, what's happening in here, and what's happening with my team or with the person that I'm interacting with my stakeholder or my partner, depending on who it is. So it all starts with awareness, and that's the first A, what's going on. The second A is appreciation. Why is that happening? So maybe I feel nervous, or maybe I feel excited and engaged, or maybe I feel really committed, maybe I feel energetic, or maybe I feel very lethargic. Why is that? Is it because I didn't sleep well last night, or is it because I'm afraid of something? Is it because I feel intimidated by the challenge of the situation? What is it that's making me feel low energy? So first of all, awareness, and second, appreciation. Is it one of my deep-seated values or belief systems that's coming to the surface? And appreciation of other people's risk attitude. So why are you feeling like you feel? Is there some reason that we can expose and maybe deal with? So awareness and appreciation. And then we'll know what's happening and why. Why I am actually choosing a particular risk attitude. Then we come to the question of whether the attitude that we've chosen, our kind of initial preference, is appropriate or not. So the third A is assessment. So I, by natural preference in this circumstance, I'm feeling excited and I'm feeling very comfortable. Why is that? And is that appropriate? You in this situation are feeling a little bit tense and a little bit nervous. Why is that? And is that appropriate? So we have an assessment step. And so then we decide that our current risk attitude is either appropriate or not appropriate, which gives us 2 then branches of action. If our assessment of our current risk attitude is that it's fine, then we accept, that's the next A. So we have awareness, appreciation, assessment, and acceptance. We say, okay, I'm feeling quite excited, that's great. It's going to help me to give an engaging performance, to actually speak well, to be enthusiastic about my subject, to communicate to people, I really think this is important. So let's go with that and let's reinforce that and use it in this situation. So we can accept our base risk attitude, our preferred risk attitude, and go with it. On the other hand, we might, as a result of our assessment, decide that our preferred risk attitude, our starting position, is not appropriate. That actually, if I get too excited, then I might talk for 20 minutes and this short video runs over time and people lose interest and get bored and I go off the point because of my enthusiasm. So maybe I just need to control my enthusiasm a little bit. And so then we get into this moderation branch, and the first A there is about affirming the need for change. Recognizing that actually this isn't right. I recognize the fact that I do need to change. And then the last A is taking action, doing something to change my risk attitude, choosing something different. So we have awareness and appreciation, what's going on and why. Assessment, is it okay? If it is okay, acceptance. If it's not okay, affirmation and action. And that is a 6 A's framework, a 6 A's model for understanding and changing risk attitude for myself or for other people. And it's quite simple to implement in a management team situation, if we're talking to stakeholders, if we're discussing with customers, if we're talking to senior management about the need for change. We can always say what's going on and why, awareness and appreciation. Is this okay? We can do it quite quickly. If it's okay, let's go with it. If it's not okay, let's change it. And if we have that thinking framework in our minds, then changing risk attitude becomes quite straightforward.
Thank you so much, and really enjoyed listening to the 6 A's model.
I'm glad. Thank you.